Hey guys, what's up? It's Spartacus here, and this is my review of Dying Light. Dying Light is a unique zombie game. It isn't your usual I am an all-powerful person running around slaying as many zombies as I want. It is a game about survival, and it does an excellent job with this. Techland has built a beautiful world. If you're a graphics fan, you won't be disappointed. Aesthetically, the thing they do the best job with is sunlight. In Dying Light, your primary fear is less the zombies and more the darkness and the horrors that it creates. The game forces you to be acutely aware of the sun's position in the sky and does a great job playing with shadows. The players offer two beautiful sandboxes to play in. The first being the slums, a broken down and blue collar area of the fictional city of Haran, and the second is Old Town, which is a rich area of the city with some great architecture. Both are well built and never overwhelm the player, but also always offer something new to discover. If you want, you could spend 100 hours in this world and have enough content to occupy your time. Dying Light's main story is good, but it's nothing exceptional. The supporting characters follow very traditional archetypes, for example, the reluctant leader, the young reckless kid, etc. Where the story really suffers is its inability to make you care about these supporting characters. They simply aren't fleshed out enough, and the story really relies on them being more fleshed out. The story does do a good job, however, with the protagonist, your character, Kyle Crane. Dying Light's villain isn't particularly interesting either, but does play the role well, and you are motivated to hate him. Dying Light's side quests are much better than its main story. They weave interesting tales and introduce you to truly unique characters, ones I think Techland would have been better served to have spent more time with. Dying Light's parkour mechanics are excellent. I never found myself frustrated because I couldn't do something I wanted. The game does a great job making the parkour feel fluid and easy. I was particularly impressed that within the 25 hours I spent in this game, I never encountered any world glitches. It's clear a lot of care was put into the mechanics. The fighting mechanics are also fine. I found the fatigue mechanic to be a great way to force the player to try and avoid combat, which is why this game is excellent. This game is about survival and using the tools at your disposal. My one major gripe with the fighting was its inability to change the shooting controls to involve both triggers, but instead being forced to use R3 button to zoom, which is insufficient for some of the more difficult challenges in the game. The missions and level design in Dying Light are excellent. They send you to eerie locations and do a good job balancing scares with action. There's a particularly memorable side mission involving scaling a bridge at night that is simply exhilarating and isn't one I forget soon. Dying Light has three separate skill trees: survival, agility, and power. Survival is related to missions and world events. Agility relates to movement and power to combat. You progress in level in these areas based on what you do in the world. This is a great system because it rewards the player in the areas they use most often, which also allows players to play in the style that they want. Dying Light is also unique in how it treats the day-night cycle and death. Doing things at night gives you double experience, but it's also scarier and gives you a higher risk of dying. If you die in the game, it takes away experience points from your survival rank, so it does punish you. You can't actually lose a level, but it still discourages the player from dying and forces them to think out situations and take calculated risks. Other than the lackluster story and the other problem this game has is its progression bugs. I played this game on the PS4 and unfortunately I won't be able to get the Platinum Trophy. Certain trophies based on progression in the game are bugged and do not register. Hopefully Techland will patch this issue soon, but until then check online to see what trophies don't work and be careful not to finish the requirement for the trophy until they are patched. Otherwise, this is a great game and it was released during a downtime in the year and I'm very happy about that timing. I'm giving this game an 8.5 out of 10, which in my book means it's very good.